Hello and welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK. Behind me is our little Gunnera plantation. But is it Gunnera manicata? Is it Gunnera tinctora? Or is it Gunnera cryptica? Well, I will tell you in a minute because I know the answer. And it is a bit of a trick question. I'm putting on my brand new thorn-proof gauntlets because I've got to do a job on this Gunnera today, and that job is preparing it for winter. So I'm going to explain and show you how I prepare this Gunnera for winter time, and at the same time I will share with you some interesting things about the Gunnera. And if you like these gauntlets, by the way, which are supposed to be thorn proof, and I'm wearing them because these stalks on this Gunnera have got lots of very sharp spikes on, I'm going to tell you how you can win a pair in my giveaway gift bundle. Right, so let's get on with it. Now, when we get a frost, all of these leaves will go black and collapse, and there's evidence of that here. We had a slight ground frost yesterday, and you can see the leaves are going black. They'll just go black and they will collapse. So the first thing I'm going to do to get this plant ready for winter is take a sharp knife and remove all the leaves, but I'm going to keep the leaves because I'm going to put them to good use. And I am going to remove the leaf with only a small stalk and just put it to one side. I'm going to keep them for a purpose, but whilst I'm doing this, you will see these stalks of these leaves and the fact that they've got really sharp spikes on them. And now, why have they got sharp spikes on them? Well, I've always imagined or thought or assumed or hypothesized that they've got these sharp spikes on them to stop predators come climbing up them and eating the leaves. And that's the hypothesis I've come up with. If you've got any other ideas, then please feel free to share them in the comments box below this video. Thorn proof gauntlets. I've got quite a few jobs for these, but I'll just test them on this really spiky. Not doing a thing to them, so I'm thinking these are quite good. Now these stalks, these are going to get cut up and dropped onto the soil here. They will rot down and they will feed the plant for next year. The leaves will be treated differently. Now I asked you the question, is this Gunnera manicata, tinctora or cryptica? Well, the answer is very definitely nowadays, because DEFRA have decided all Gunneras in the UK are now Gunnera cryptica, unless you've done a DNA test to prove otherwise. And the reason for that is Gunnera is now a banned plant. Don't shoot the messenger. I know this to be true because I did some research. It's a banned plant because it's considered invasive. I'm going to show you why it's invasive in a short moment, because I've got an example of a seed head here which I can show you. So now you are not allowed to buy a new Gunnera, sell a new Gunnera, plant a new Gunnera, propagate a new Gunnera, or divide a new Gunnera. And all these cuttings that I'm taking off, the advice generally is they should be either burnt on site, but not put on the compost heap and not put in the waste that goes to the council landfill. So you might think that that's overkill, but the reason this has been banned is because it is considered so invasive. Look at all these stalks. It does seem a shame to be doing this at the moment because it's still showing signs of growth, but we're in November and we have forecast next week below zero temperatures, so it won't carry on growing very much longer. And there's a chance, if I don't protect it, that a very severe frost could kill this crown area, and that's the bit I'm going to protect during this exercise. Right, let me just get this leaf. Aren't they incredible? All these leaves, and these are small. I've seen them down in Cornwall and Devon where the leaves are 6-7 foot in diameter. These are small ones, really, relatively speaking. But all that growth is from one season. Right, so now that I am close to having removed all the leaves, I will tell you what the next stage will be. But I did mention that you can win a pair of these wonderful gauntlets, and I do think they are wonderful. I bought these myself. Now, very often nowadays, garden product producers are asking me if they can send me products, and I get given lots of things. They want me to do videos about them. Now, nowadays, what I'm doing is I'm asking for 2 products. One that I can keep and one that I will give away. And I did just mention my giveaway gift bundle. So whenever a product provider or supplier provides me with a product, I'm now asking for 2, and I'm giving the second one away in my giveaway gift bundle. And in order to get access to that, you have to join my club. It's off YouTube. I've set up a club. Interesting. The reason I've done it is because YouTube have been encouraging me to create memberships, and I thought, well, they want me to charge £4 or £5 a month. I thought I could do it quite a lot better than that, so I'm only charging £1 a month. You get a newsletter, you get the giveaway gift bundle, you get exclusive content, and we do questions and answers and meets and greets, and you get potentially to win a prize. Right, it looks a bit weird now, doesn't it? Next step is to use my shears. There's lots of goodness in these stalks, so we won't let them go to waste. We shall create a cycle of life, and all this goodness, which is mainly nitrogen because it's mainly green, can go back into the soil. It can rot down. And whilst I continue hacking away at these sharp, spiky stalks, look at that. That's the seed head of the Gunnera. It's like an alien from another planet, isn't it? And there are thousands of seeds. And the Gunnera tends to live near running water, streams, rivers. And the seeds get dispersed into the water and flow for miles around. And that's why it's become classed as an invasive plant, and they crop up everywhere. And the original Gunnera manicata has hybridized with the tinctora, and it's become an even more aggressively invasive plant. That's why DEFRA decided to ban it. Personally, I think it's a bit of overkill, because I've had Gunneras in the past and I've struggled to keep them alive, but they're doing well here. And I have to say that this little bed here is landlocked. It's not near any water at all. Underneath the ground here, there's about 2 foot of soil, and then beneath that, there's actually a pond line with holes in it. These love to be in boggy, wet ground. So that's your seed head. And look at this here. This is the crown of the plant. This is the bit that I want to protect in the winter. And in the past, when I've had these, and it was legal to do so, I've just cut that in two with a spade and made another plant. Right, let's just continue. And then I've got something else to tell you. Look at that there. A hole in a wall. What's that for, do you think? Well, this wall is the old piggery for my cottage. And the pig used to live inside there, and they used to drop the food slops from the house in there. And obviously the pig's on the other side, eating it just inside there. And I will drop a cutaway in. There's a little arch doorway that used to go into the building behind me, and that's where the pig used to come and go. Right, let's have a little bit of a close-up of this incredible plant. Isn't that incredible? Look at these beautiful, great big bulbous soft things. And this is where the leaves come from. They emerge, and I think this is the formation of fresh leaves. And let's have a look at this seed head. strange, weird thing that can go on the ground down there. And whilst I've got hold of the camera, let me show you that little doorway to the piggery over there in the corner. There's a strange little area of my garden I very rarely come into. As you can probably see, it's completely overgrown, and I often think I should do something with it, but there's the little doorway for the piggery, and this is the other side of the wall where the slops come through. Right, let's get back to the job in hand. Now imagine, if you will, the energy that that plant has sucked out of the earth to make all that vegetation. So the first thing I'm going to do before I protect it is put some manure down around it. This is very rich. It's from my neighbour's ponies, and it will feed. This will break down over the winter and it will go into the soil. It's full of worms, which will help to digest it and take it down into the soil, and this will act like a slow release plant food all around the base of these plants, which, as you can see, are quite hungry. So that's going to go around the base. Now, incidentally, I've mentioned at length the reasons why these plants have been banned, but if you've got them in your garden, you don't have to dig them up. You are allowed to keep them. These are the leaves, and I am basically creating layers and layers of leaves on top of those crowns. These leaves will help to insulate the crowns from the worst of the winter weather. So I'll share them out, so make sure each one is well and truly protected. And of course, the more layers I put on, the better it will be. And it will look strange. And it'll look very sorry as well, because these are all going to go very black. But it'll be great for the plant. And in the springtime, when there's no risk of any severe frosts, I'll lift them all off. And the plant can spring back into life. So I feel as if I've done something very sustainable here, because all the energy that this plant has produced is going back into its roots. There's another one down here in the corner, so mustn't forget about that one. So we are creating literally a cycle of life. Now, when I do lift all these leaves off next year to reveal those crowns, I'll put them around the base of the plant so that they can rot down further. And these plants, over the years, will get bigger and bigger and bigger. I've seen these in Cornwall and Devon, where I've been able to stand underneath them, and that's eventually what I'd love here. Right, we're done. That's my Gunnera protected for the winter, and an explanation as to why they're all now called Gunnera cryptica and why DEFRA have decided to ban them. And one last thing before I go, please do have a look at Mark's House and Garden UK Club. I'll put a link in the description box below this video. We're having lots of fun, and there's something in it for me, there's something in it for you, and there's something in it for product providers. See you soon for some more Gunnera winter protection adventures. Bye for now.